We're all familiar with the regular tick and tock of a clock as it measures out time. But what if time wasn't regular? Suppose it could go faster or slower. What sort of world would that be? The idea that time can speed up and slow down came out of the most important science idea of the 20th century, the theory of relativity, invented by the great Albert Einstein. And I'm going to explain it using a tennis ball, a torch, and a train. I'm throwing this ball at around 10 miles an hour. So the ball is travelling at around 10 miles an hour, right? Not so, says Einstein. Imagine there's somebody watching from outside the train. Okay, here comes the train. I told the driver to go at 10 miles an hour. And I'm looking for some bloke playing catch. Here he is. Right, the ball went past me at 20 miles an hour, which makes sense really, because the speed of the ball was 10 miles an hour plus the speed of the train itself. So for me here on the platform, the ball was moving at 20 miles an hour. But for me on the train, the ball is travelling at 10 miles an hour, and that's relativity. The ball doesn't have just one speed, only a speed relative to where you measure it from. But now things get really weird. Einstein was interested in the speed of light. His mathematical calculations led him to a startling conclusion. The speed of light is always the same, no matter where you measure it. Let me show you why this is weird. But this time I've got a beam of light. Now, the speed of light measured on this train is about 186,000 miles a second. What happens though if I shine a light out of the window? We might think that it'd be the same as with the tennis ball, the speed of light plus the speed of the train. But if you measure the speed of the light beam from the platform, it is exactly the same speed as the light beam on the train. No matter how fast the train goes, the speed of light is always constant. Oh, cup of tea, please. So, light is constant and speed is relative. What about time? Well, Einstein proved that time, just like speed, was relative and could speed up and slow down depending on how fast you're travelling. Incredibly, this meant that a clock on a fast-moving train runs very slightly slower than the one left behind at the station. Scientists recently put this to the test. This is the National Physical Laboratory in Teddington. Their atomic clocks are some of the most accurate in the world. The best is accurate to 1 second in 150 million years. With clocks this accurate, Einstein's weird ideas about time can be tested. In 1971, Dr. Joseph Affili from St. Louis booked 3 seats on an aeroplane, 1 for him and 2 for Mr. Clock. Mr. Clock was an atomic clock. They also left an identical clock at home. Mr. Clock flew twice around the world, first east like this, and then went back all the way west. And when they landed, they compared the 2 clocks and the times were different. Now, it was only 0.0000027 seconds, but that exactly matched Einstein's predictions. Einstein's genius was to take a simple idea and to run with it, and it took him to some strange places. But he changed the way we think about time forever.